Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Luke Man, and in this video I want to bring to you an alternate picking workout. This one's going to be especially effective if you're trying to play it more around the neck as opposed to staying in one position. We're going to be weaving our way through all the different positions of the C major scale, which is going to be cool. It's going to be getting you thinking about actually using some of these other positions and just kind of opening up your mind, opening up your fingers to the idea that you can use more of the fretboard than just one spot. So let's get to it. So check this out. This is a 16th note line. One thing I want to say is we're always going to be leading with our pinky. I'm going to zoom this in so you can see it. So we start with our pinky here, pointer, middle, pinky, and then we shift to the next position. We start with our pinky. So we're leading again with our pinky. And we'll go to our pointer finger, middle finger, and then pinky finger again. You'll use your ring finger on shapes like this one, 10, 12, 13. And this is the B string, so we kind of have a B string line worked out. Of course, in this video, we end up using the G string a lot, so this is the tap for the G string. All right, so check that out, and let's crack into it. Standard tuned guitar, so my B string sounds like this. If you want to tune up, and we're going to be starting at 80 beats per minute. So let's go. Alright, so I can already hear the intonation's a little messy on this guitar, so it's probably going to drive me nuts. Can confirm it's driving me nuts. So we're going to switch to the G string. Luckily I already tabbed it out. Alright, so just refer to the G string. Here we go. Alright, and if you notice, I'm putting a little vibrato there at the end, so it's a nice chance for you to practice some of your phrasing as well as practicing your alternate picking and shifting up. Just a reminder, we want to lead with the pinky each time, you know? Two, three, go! So one thing to point out, I'm getting to my pinky for that last fret, that 17th fret of the G string. And for the bend, I actually do a quick little switcheroo there to my ring finger, so I have plenty of strength to phrase with. 2, 3, go! Alright, so it's feeling pretty comfortable at 90 beats per minute. 85 rather, we were just at, so let's go ahead and move up to 90. 2, 3, go! Two, three, go! 2, 3, go! Is that a little anticlimactic? I thought so too. Alright, let's go ahead and go to 95 beats per minute. Alright, if you're having a tough time keeping up with the whole thing, this is what I want you to do. Just go to the nearest downbeat. So maybe you can get to, you know, that 10th fret and just stop there, wait it out. Or maybe you could get to the 14th. Wherever it's gonna line up with the downbeat, that's a opportunity for you to get out. But it is important that you actually wait until you land on the downbeat. Okay. 2, 3, go! Ooh, getting expressive there. So one thing to note, because I can feel my right hand getting a little out of whack, by the way we're at 100 beats per minute right now, is I really want to think about the left hand, and that's what's going to keep my right hand nice and steady. So I think consciously about each little connection I'm making to the string and fret, you know, at each different position of this C major scale. And I don't really think much about my right hand at all. Just kind of let it glide and let it go where it needs to. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, remember, practice that vibrato after each repetition. 105 beats per minute here. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. So I could feel myself rushing a little bit there. I'm trying to be a decent little tour guide for you right here, you know. I'm embarrassing myself. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, go. Alright, so it seems like I have 4 clicks of rest in between each repetition, so let's keep that in mind. Play along while you're playing along, while we're waiting out these gaps. The last note that I land on is going to be a 1, and we wait out the rest of the measure. So 2, 3, 4, and I'll start. Alright, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4. 2, 3, go. 3, 4. Excellent. All right, sounding pretty good at 120. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1. Again, my right hand, it kind of like, it wants to engage. It wants to have some tension there. It wants to guide my pick as to where it's supposed to be. You don't want to pay attention to any of that. You want your left hand to take over. Your right hand is just coasting, just cruising. Should have no say. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 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 go. Messed up a little there. So it seems like actually I was counting to 5. 5 seems like a good number. So I play this last note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, Remember, if this is getting a little intense, just go ahead, shoot the video back, and then play it again to bring it back up. It's similar to like an ironing board. You know, if we can't get the creases out the first time, we just go back and do it again. And odds are you'll get them out the second time or third time. No big deal. Keep your ego out of this one. If you're having a hard time, just back it up. Ride it through. It'll be easier that way. Path of least resistance. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, sounded good at 130. Let's go ahead and go up to 135. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, personally, I can feel that my hand is warming up here. It's always a trip, right? We're literally getting faster. We're literally making it more and more complicated. However, we have been playing for longer and longer. But at the same time, it's like sometimes people get a little weirded out when I say things like, dude, you're gonna sound cleaner and faster 20 beats per minute higher than you are right now. You know, so just trust and just bring it up. You know, everybody always wants to bring the metronome back down, but just keep it rolling, you know? Because, yeah, if you were to go back to where I started in this video and then come back to here, it would be very clear, like, oh, wow, I'm less stuttery, you know, I'm playing a lot more confident. My tone is actually better. The vibrato is better. These are like subtle details I'm picking up on. But I am getting warmed up as well, you know, so that helps. Anyway, here we are at 140, so let's keep it going. Remember, if you can't make it all the way, just get to the nearest downbeat. You know, it's fine. It still all mathematically adds up. You know, so you're still getting some juice out of there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, 4. Whoa. You see that vibrato with the pinky? Sounded pretty good for a second there. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 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 2, 3, 4, go. 3, 4, go. 2, 3, 4, go. Okay. Not bad at 140, so we're going to go ahead and move up to 145. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. thing maybe I should bring up with the vibrato, if you guys are having a hard time, if you in specific are having a hard time with the vibrato and not ringing out a bunch of other strings while you're shaking the crap out of it, you know, which is necessary to get that sound, I would try, so we're using the G string, right? So I'm going to put my pick on the D string, and then with my middle finger, I'm going to grab the B string. So if these are the 3 strings, it would look like this. This is maybe a little bit easier to see. My pick is on the D string here, my middle finger sitting on the B string, and that way the G string could go all crazy and not hear really any noise. So from the other strings, yeah. So you can try out that technique. We're at 150. I'm actually not sure if we just played 150 or not, so let's do a couple repetitions with it. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 go. All right, feeling good at 150. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to 155. It actually felt like we didn't play 150 when we got into it. So I'm glad we went back and did it again, as opposed to skipping up 10 beats per minute. When we work with 16th notes, we want to go up in increments of 5. Seems to be effective. Alright, stretching out my hand a little bit. I like to do this one. A lot of it comes from the pinky and ring finger. They're very well connected to this ulnar nerve back here. Some people call it their funny bone. But it can get really tight from playing guitar. So yeah, definitely spend some time with that. Go easy. You don't want to pulverize this nerve, but you want to stretch it out for sure. This is called flossing. That's what physical therapists call it. So you can grab your hand, invert it, slowly bring your elbow out to the left. I mean, if it's your left arm. Opposite if it's your right. Do this one, like on the playground. It definitely helps. All right, 155. 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 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 3, 4, go. Okay, so that was 155, sounding pretty good. Let's go ahead and jump up to 160 now. Same thing. So some people have a tendency to kind of like freak out as we get faster, but the whole premise of the way that I practice revolves around not freaking out so you get faster. So a little saying I like to have is, we're not necessarily playing faster, it's just the notes happen to be getting closer together, you know? The notes just so happen to be getting closer together. Not a big deal. Because our technique should be exactly the same. Whether we're playing at 100 beats per minute, yeah, it might be a little bit more casual, maybe a little bit wider, but it should feel the same. It should feel just as relaxed as 160. So 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, go. 1, noticed this whole time I haven't really been looking at my guitar, because once you get the lick under your fingers, your muscle memory knows it better than we give it credit for very often. It just kind of promotes that zen, like, this is not a big deal, I'm not having a hard time with this, and it definitely does make it easier to play, you know. So I recommend doing that as soon as you feel comfortable doing it, or like even before you feel comfortable doing it, because it's gonna help your playing for sure. All right, that was 160. Let's go ahead and go up to 165 now. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 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 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. If you can't tell, I do a little bit of muting. Just a little bit of muting to kind of hush the other strings around it, you know, but kind of like open up when I feel like things are in control. And I kind of close it up, meaning I do heavier palm muting if I feel like things aren't quite in control. Alright. One more thing on this whole tricking your mind into thinking this is very easy. Sometimes I just open my jaw, almost like I'm asleep, just like very relaxed, even though it's, you know, some people aren't the biggest fans of mouth breathing and so on and so forth, but hey, you know, if it works, it works. Try making yourself look like a dumb hippie, and see if you can play guitar any better. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 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 All right, sounding pretty good there. Sorry for being a little inconsistent with how exactly I'm counting things off. I know that's probably like heinously tough to navigate if you're trying to play along, which you should be trying to play along here. All right, so we're up to 175 now. Remember, notes are just getting a little closer together. It's no big deal. All right, don't look at your guitar. Relax. Think about your left hand, not your right hand. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm sorry, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 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 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, sounding decent at 175, so we're gonna go ahead and go to 180. By the way, if I first started today at 180, it would not sound like that. It would sound like crap, and I would probably hurt myself. And so it's always cool to start at a lower tempo and work your way up. Don't work your way down. Never works out that way. You never end up getting faster. But it's okay to work your way up. You will find that you're getting faster and cleaner as you're moving up. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 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 2, 3, 4, go. 4, go. Man, I'm falling apart here. Which is great because that's when we should do the next thing, you know. And this is an important little move to make because my ego wants to continue to play this whole thing, but what's gonna sound cleanest might not be that. So let's, instead of going all the way up, let's go to the next available downbeat. So you know, it would probably be the 16th fret, but I'm gonna go a little bit lower than that. I'm just gonna go to the 12th fret, and then we can bend to the A note for the root. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 go. 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 4, go. 3, 4, go. 2, 3, 4, go. Alright, so I think we need a little bit more rest in between. So let's try. Alright, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still at 185. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Sometimes vibrato sounds a little bit forced. Whatever, I'm trying not to think much of it. I'm also working the vibrato that goes up as well as down. When you do the vibrato down, you can get tons of leverage. It's a beautiful thing. So definitely experiment with both, because your hand only goes so much this way versus it goes. You have so much more range of motion to torque it down. So you can get very powerful bending, very powerful vibrato bending down. Here we're at 190. Again, for my ego, I want to do the whole thing. The ego. Yeah, keeping me in check. Not in the slightest. All right, but let's go to 112 or the 12th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're sounding pretty good at 190. Let's go ahead and make the jump to light speed to Endor. No, to 195 BPM. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 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 Yeah. Okay, sounding decent at 190. 195 that was actually. So let's go ahead and go to a 200. To me, this is the gold standard for alternate picking. Like your alternate picking ability starts here. Once you're able to get this together, that's when you can go out into the world and start to do some real alternate picking, okay? That involves changing strings and all that, you know, so this is a little bit easier. But nonetheless, a great achievement. If you've made it here to 200 beats per minute, you're doing this particular variation, that's huge. So congrats on that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, so there it is at 200. Let's go ahead and keep rocking. 205. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this time we're gonna go after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and let's go to 210 rather. Okay, so here we are at 210 beats per minute. Alright. On the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Come on, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I couldn't do it the first time. So what did I do to make it a little bit cleaner the second time is I relaxed. Keep that in mind. Let's see if I can do it again. Relax. Keep it nice and even keel. Alright, let's go back to the variations. Stopping on the 12th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so going up to 215 now. Almost to 218 here. That'll be our last shift. And then we'll actually do something cool. We'll go all the way back down so you can just kind of feel it. Feel how much better at guitar, how much more efficiency you've gained. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's yeah, 2:15. So here we are at 2:18. Like I said, let's close it out here. If you've made it this far, you're a beast. You probably sound cleaner than I do. I'm very proud of you. Alright, so let's keep it rolling. 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, excellent job. Very nice stuff. What I talked about earlier kind of happens to me right here. It seems like I'm feeling a lot cleaner at 2:18 than I felt at 2:10, you know, but that's just kind of how it goes, you know, that's the progression. 1, 2, 3, go. 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 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 4, 1, 2, 3, go. 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 Yeah. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video here, I've got something pretty cool for you. It's a completely for free course. It's called Alternate Picking Mastery. It's everything that I've learned about alternate picking from myself, from my own experience, as well as the success of my clients. I do love to say that. The success of my clients. I love to see them happy and doing well, so I'd like to see you happy and doing well too. All you gotta do is click the link below. It's completely for free course, Alternate Picking Mastery. I'll see you on the inside.